When one gazes upward at the night sky, the radiance from millions of years past only now reaches our retinas, and amidst this magnificent spectacle, an eternal and ancient question echoes within the human heart. Does a creator exist within this vast cosmos? Why does everything around us, from the immense orbits of galaxies to the intricate structures of minuscule dust particles, function with such awe-inspiring perfection? The reflections we shall embark upon together may profoundly alter your perception of reality, space, and your own existence amid the boundless flow of time. First, allow your mind to settle into tranquility and contemplate a number that seems etched as a secret code into the universe from the moment of its birth. This is the fine structure constant, which governs the strength of electromagnetic interactions and is a dimensionless quantity. Its value approximates to 1,137.035999206. According to data from the International Committee for Weights and Measures in 2022, a more precise measurement stands at 7.29735255643 by 10⁻3, and it permeates equations in quantum physics. This figure, though it may appear arid at first glance, holds the master key to the fate of all matter. Theoretical physicists have demonstrated through calculations that even a minute alteration in this value, such as a shift of merely 0.01, would redirect the universe's trajectory entirely. If this number differed, stars could not fuse lighter elements into heavier ones, and crucially, carbon atoms would never form. Recent research in 2025, utilizing nuclear clock technology, has delved further into the potential spatio-temporal variations of the fine structure constant, suggesting it may have been slightly different in the universe's early epochs. Yet its current value precisely permits the occurrence of complex chemical reactions. As is widely recognized, carbon serves as the foundational framework for intricate life forms. From the tiny cells dividing within your body to the vast expanses of forests and the creatures roaming the land, all represent a dance orchestrated by carbon. Without carbon, life as we comprehend it would be impossible. The universe would consist solely of a monotonous assemblage of hydrogen and helium, incapable of nurturing consciousness, capable of self-examination. This precision resembles the tuning of an antique wireless receiver. A mere millimeter adjustment to the dial yields only the hiss of white noise. Yet, through some unknown chance or intent, the universe has been finely tuned to that exact frequency. Chemical reactions proceed with complexity, life sprouts from the ashes of stars, and everything aligns with exquisite balance. Extensions of quantum electrodynamics research reveal that this fine-tuning extends to other fundamental constants, such as the strengths of the strong and weak nuclear forces. Should they deviate even slightly, atomic nuclei would destabilize, filling the cosmos with turbulent storms of unstable particles. According to a 2025 review in the journal Measurement Techniques, ongoing measurements and theoretical models continue to affirm the constancy of the fine structure constant across observable space, reinforcing its role in enabling stable matter formation, while also exploring subtle variations that might hint at new physics beyond the standard model. Now, let us narrow our vista from the entire cosmos to our solar system, this warm abode of ours. The coincidences unfolding here are so numerous that even the most skeptical observer might pause in astonishment. Earth resides precisely 149.6 million kilometers from the Sun. This is not merely a numeral but the heart of what astronomers revere as the habitable zone, or Goldilocks zone. If Earth drew nearer to the Sun, it would transform into a hellish world akin to Venus, with surface temperatures exceeding 460 degrees Celsius, where even lead would melt into rivers. Conversely, if it ventured farther, it would mimic Mars as a perpetually frigid duplicate, with temperatures plummeting to tens of degrees below zero year-round, liquid water forever encased in ice, and life unable to germinate. Earth perches delicately on that fragile and precious boundary, allowing water to exist in liquid, solid, and gaseous states, fostering the cycles that nourish all things. Discoveries from the James Webb Space Telescope in 2025 have identified similar habitable zones on exoplanets such as TRAPPIST-1e, an Earth-sized world orbiting its star within the Goldilocks region, potentially harboring liquid water. Unlike Venus or Mars, its atmosphere appears non-extreme, possibly Titan-like with hints of organic hazes. offering fresh targets for the search for extraterrestrial life and underscoring the rarity of such balanced conditions. This impeccable arrangement extends beyond, manifesting clearly in our serene companion, the Moon. The Moon's size, relative to Earth and the Sun's distance, forges an improbable marvel of coincidence. The Moon is 400 times smaller than the Sun, yet 400 times closer to Earth, this inverse proportion crafting an optical masterpiece, the total solar eclipse, where the Moon's disk perfectly obscures the Sun's. However, the Moon's contributions surpass mere observation. Its gravity acts as a colossal anchor, stabilizing Earth's rotational axis at a 23.5-degree tilt. This stability enables the cyclical seasons and harmonious climates. Without the Moon, Earth's axis would wobble violently, precipitating extreme weather patterns, one hemisphere trapped in perpetual summer's blaze, the other imprisoned in endless winter's frost. Geological studies indicate that the Moon's tidal forces also influence oceanic circulations on Earth, facilitating the evolution of early life, such as the transition from single-cell to multicellular organisms. In 2025 research, these tidal interactions are further linked to enhanced nutrient mixing in primordial oceans, accelerating biochemical pathways essential for life's diversification. Of course, one must not overlook the benevolent yet majestic giant of the solar system, Jupiter. Its immense mass and formidable gravity position Jupiter as Earth's guardian deity. Over billions of years, it has attracted or deflected countless asteroids and comets, barring those cosmic wanderers bearing destructive energy from approaching Earth. Absent this vacuum cleaner, Earth would endure innumerable extinction events, preventing life from enduring long enough to evolve into civilization. Nevertheless, recent studies suggest Jupiter occasionally amplifies threats. Predominantly, its protective role endures. According to 2025 research from Rice University, Jupiter in the Solar System's infancy reshaped the protoplanetary disk, averting Earth's spiral inward toward the Sun and thus indirectly preserving its habitable position. This also elucidates long-standing enigmas about meteorite formation in the asteroid belt, illustrating how Jupiter sculpted rings and gaps to stabilize the inner solar system. The probability of all these conditions, from physical constants to celestial placements, converging at a single point dwarfs that of winning the lottery 10 times consecutively. Confronted with such wondrous coincidences, certain philosophers and scientists have posited the anthropic principle. This principle asserts that the universe is not specially designed for us, but rather, only in a universe with these parameters could intelligent life arise to pose the question. It is akin to a fish in water inquiring, "Why does this puddle fit my form so perfectly?" The water exists not for the fish, but only in an aquatic environment could the fish survive, evolve, and perceive its world. Our astonishment at the universe's perfection stems from it being the very perfection that birthed us. Yet, this reasoning fails to persuade all. The anthropic principle divides into weak and strong versions. The weak emphasizes observational selection effects, meaning we can only observe in a universe permitting life. The strong implies the universe must possess these conditions to allow intelligent observers. This has sparked profound debates in cosmology regarding causality and purpose. In 2025, proposals for testing the anthropic principle have emerged, requiring proofs of cosmic inflation, statistical analyses of cosmic parameters, and assessments of life favoring universes, while linking it to multiverse theories without necessitating divine intervention. Numerous theoretical physicists, seeking to explain this fine-tuning, have advanced the multiverse hypothesis. Under this conjecture, beyond our visible dimensions, innumerable universes may exist, floating like soap bubbles in a void ocean. Most are realms of death and chaos. In some, gravity overwhelms, collapsing stars upon formation. In others, deviations in the fine structure constant preclude atomic bonding, preventing matter's coalescence. Amid these failed bubbles, we inhabit the sole universe with winning parameters, where everything aligns flawlessly to permit life. 2025 research on cosmic inflation offers potential tests for this principle, delving deeper into multiverse possibilities. Google's quantum computer Willow, through computation spanning parallel realities, has provided tentative evidence for the multiverse, bridging quantum mechanics and cosmology, suggesting reality might be simulated or harbor infinite variance. Though debates persist among scientists on whether this constitutes direct proof. However, reverting to the creator hypothesis, that a grand architect designed all, engenders another logical quandary. Who designed that creator? This query plunges human thought into an infinite regress. We resemble ants crawling upon the ground, endeavoring to comprehend the architecture and engineering of a skyscraper. Even geniuses like Albert Einstein grappled with cosmic paradoxes. He revealed that space is not a static state but bends and warps under mass. Time does not flow uniformly but slows near massive objects like black holes, nearly halting at the event horizon. Extensions of general relativity via 2025 gravitational wave observations have further confirmed spacetime's dynamic nature, such as ripples from colliding black holes unveiling the universe's profound structure. Tracing back to the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago, our conception of time utterly collapses. 2025 findings from the James Webb Space Telescope indicate galaxies and supernovae formed earlier in the universe's infancy, challenging the standard model yet upholding the age at approximately 13.8 billion years. Prior to that instant, time did not exist. What preceded the Big Bang is grammatically sound but transcends physical laws, much like querying what lies north of the North Pole. Nevertheless, we need not cling to ultimate answers to sense existence's beauty. The breath you inhale, the carbon atoms in your muscles, the iron in your bloodstream, all are ashes of deceased stars, gifts forged over billions of years by the universe. Poetically, as we gaze upon the cosmos, it gazes back. Our brains, composed of ordinary matter, strive to unravel the enigma of dark matter and dark energy, comprising 95% of the universe. The Webb telescope has captured the most distant supernova explosions, depicting familiar scenes from the universe's childhood, heightening the mystery of cosmic evolution. Delving deeper into reality's essence, wonder arises not from distant galaxies but from the nearest phenomena. The firm, cool sensation when you touch a tabletop is nearly equivalent to utter void. What humans deem solid is an illusion born of invisible electromagnetic repulsion. Within all familiar matter, the bulk of volume is space devoid of particles. If an atomic nucleus were enlarged to a grain of sand at a stadium center, electrons would orbit at the farthest stands, with naught between. According to quantum mechanics, 2025 research reveals this void is not truly vacant but teems with fluctuations of virtual particles and antiparticles, brief existences borrowing cosmic energy before annihilating. This renders vacuum energy the foundation of all physical interactions, potentially explaining particle masses and the universe's origins. Matter, literally, is not dense but constructed from precise arrangements of space. This expansive void permits particle motion and interaction, birthing a vibrant world. Without void, all movement would freeze, the universe a suffocating solid block. The solidity of a tabletop or the ground beneath your feet results from your brain signal processing. At the microscopic level, no smooth surfaces exist, all objects are sparse lattices stabilized by force fields. Material reality is not a continuous mass but an elegant architecture of voids. Void is not superfluous but the dominant component, the principal stage for fundamental particles dance. Calculations of vacuum energy, considering the cosmological constant, may propel the universe's accelerating expansion, intimately tied to dark energy. Humans dwell unknowingly under void's dominion. What we term matter is sparse anchors, islets in a vast ocean. The surrounding world is not as intuition whispers, replete, but incredibly empty. You perceive your body as a solid mass, yet it is predominantly invisible void. From skin to marrow, all structures consist almost entirely of empty atoms. If voids between all fundamental particles in Earth's 7 billion humans were removed, humanity would compress to a sugar grain size, mass unchanged. Per atomic physics, such compression would unleash immense energy, akin to nuclear reactions, highlighting void's pivotal role in structural maintenance. What you call muscular strength, blood's fervent flow, sturdy bones, all are products of sparse anchors within internal voids. Your heart's beat owes not to dense matter but to harmonious invisible forces in void. Each breath and limb movement is void's grace, allowing particles to glide past one another. The brain generating consciousness, love, and sorrow is, at the microscopic level, mainly void. Your awareness resides upon a fragile balance of electrical impulses in void. This renders life an eternal structure rather than a flickering flame's transience. The human body is a floating system in void, sustained moment by physical laws. Minuscule changes at the microscopic level could collapse this system into oblivion. Neuroscience suggests consciousness may stem from quantum effects, further linking void to thought and amplifying existence's mystery. This fragility permeates you, though unfelt. Humans are not solid matter blocks but ongoing processes, ceaseless flows. Atoms shift each second, exchanging with the environment and rearranging. Void permits these changes while preserving overall form. You do not live in void, you are constituted of it. This realization renders self-conception more fragile yet profound. Your existence is the transient outcome of silently operating laws. Moreover, within every human, void's presence exceeds imagination. We resemble phantoms woven from light and nothingness. String theory posits void may encompass extra dimensions, explaining fundamental particles' vibration modes and deepening reality's layers. Extending our gaze to the solar system, humans envision planets as tightly knit per textbooks, yet black void claims nearly all space. Planets are solitary specks adrift in an almost empty expanse. Interplanetary distances often surpass intuitive grasp. Even light, the swiftest cosmic traveler, requires minutes or hours to traverse this chill void. Shrink the sun to an orange's size, and Earth becomes a dust mote 10 meters distant, Pluto nearly half a kilometer away. The solar system is no continuous structure but an extremely sparse distribution. Planetary formation models indicate the early solar system's void allowed gas disks to condense into planets, with Jupiter's gravity further shaping these gaps. Interorbital spaces are dead zones, temperatures nearing absolute zero, almost utterly barren. Even asteroid belts, depicted in films as perilous rock fields, are predominantly void. Spacecraft could traverse millions of times without collision. Void enables planets to maintain stable orbits over billions of years, unperturbed by mutual gravities. Should void contract, the solar system would swiftly descend into chaos, with planetary collisions or ejections. Dynamic simulations affirm void's presence as the prerequisite for long-term order. As Voyager probes depart the solar system, they enter a colossal void beyond human imagination or sensory grasp. Interstellar voids span light-years, with mere atoms per cubic meter. Yet interstellar void pales beside intergalactic void. Galaxies are isolated isles, faint oases in a dark infinite ocean. Intergalactic distances demand light's travel over millions or billions of years. Space between galaxies shimmers not with stars but approaches absolute void, a black abyss segregating civilizations. 2025 Webb telescope data suggest intergalactic voids may host rogue planets, ownerless bodies drifting in darkness, accentuating void's solitude. At this scale, matter is sparse points in obscurity. Shrink an entire galaxy to a plate size, and neighboring galaxies distance as cities apart. Intergalactic space is cold, dark, with scarcely any events across cosmic history. This void does not readily convey life, light, or information. All signals attenuate, fragile, ultimately devoured while crossing this void ocean. Void renders the universe, on grand scales, slow, solitary, and silent. Time seems to flow differently in nearly empty space, slower, more eternal. Per expansion models, void's enlargement accelerates, propelled by dark energy, foretelling an ever emptier future. At this juncture, humans recognize matter as the universe's minuscule, negligible portion. Stars, planets, galaxies are fragile foams on a black sea surface. Remove all visible matter and the universe retains near-identical form and structure. This reveals matter not as foundational but as rare adornments on space's black velvet. Cosmic composition allocates 68% to dark energy, 27% to dark matter, and merely 5% to visible matter, overturning intuitive perceptions of reality. Precisely this void enables cosmic expansion and gentle operation. If the universe brimmed with matter, gravity would promptly contract all, extinguishing existence's possibility. Void's presence is essential for prolonging the universe's lifespan over billions of years. Void is no ancillary backdrop but the primary shaper of reality, the arena for matter's performance. Humans fixate on the visible and tangible, overlooking the vastest and most vital. The invisible governs all existence and interactions. Reality is not dense matter but astonishingly sparse constructions. Quantum field theory posits void's energy density may underlie the cosmological constant problem, remaining a major physics enigma. In that era, our ancestors first lifted eyes to the starry night with primal fear and curiosity, questioning their place in infinite darkness, sowing seeds of human yearning. Only later did we realize that yearning propelled us from dim caves to deciphering stars' language. We are no strangers to the cosmos but parts born from stellar dust, existing in void's embrace. This journey through vast void extends not merely to intergalactic distances, requiring light's billion-year traversal, but penetrates our very depths, the microscopic realms of tiniest matter particles. Just as telescopes unveil distant stars' solitude, microscopes and particle accelerators grant glimpses inward, revealing another void in our palms, breaths, and all seemingly solid object structures. As physicists peel reality's layers, they realize matter's density is a delicate illusion woven by energy fields. Enlarge an atom to a football pitch size, and the central nucleus becomes a marble's tininess, or even a fly perched at the center circle. Negatively charged electrons resemble dust specks orbiting the farthest stands. The vast space between nucleus and electrons is utterly empty. This means over 99.9% of an atom's volume is void. Human bodies, wooden tables, skyscrapers, even Earth itself, are inflated voids of ceaselessly moving fundamental particles. Scanning tunneling microscope observations show this void enables quantum tunneling, where particles traverse barriers, with applications in nanotechnology. The firmness when touching a table stems not from matter clashing but electromagnetic repulsion between your fingers and table's electron shells, fields resisting interpenetration. We are essentially energy phantoms wandering an empty universe. Yet, as science probes this empty space's essence deeper, stranger truths emerge. In quantum mechanics' world, absolute vacuum differs from our conception. Void is no absence of all but an incredibly active, chaotic stage. Evacuate space, block light, cool to absolute zero, that space remains unrestful. Quantum fields vibrate incessantly, birthing virtual particle-antiparticle pairs. These emerge from nothingness, borrow cosmic energy for immeasurably brief instants, then collide and annihilate, returning energy to void. Casimir effect experiments demonstrate these void fluctuations generate measurable forces, advancing nanomachinery development. Space we deem empty boils like a cauldron, concealing teeming activity behind macroscopic reality. This vacuum energy ocean underpins all physical interactions, dictating particle masses and potentially unlocking cosmic origins key. Void is no death of matter but a cradle nurturing infinite potential, the mother birthing substance. Per the Higgs mechanism, void's Higgs field imparts mass to particles, confirmed at the Large Hadron Collider. Expanding once more to macroscopic scales, void assumes a more enigmatic, fearsome role, dark energy. For millennia, humans believed gravity the absolute sovereign, the invisible hand tugging all. Post-Big Bang, matter's gravity would gradually slow expansion, eventually recontracting. Yet late 20th century astronomical observations appended this. The universe not only expands but accelerates. Galaxies recede, driven by invisible force in void. 2025 research indicates dark energy may vary over time, gleaned from dark energy spectroscopic instrument surveys, suggesting it is dynamic rather than constant. Dark energy, occupying about 68% of cosmic energy density, appears inherent to space. As space generates, more dark energy arises, creating negative pressure that propels separation. A captivating yet vexing paradox, void tears the universe asunder. If this persists, billions of years hence, neighboring galaxies will distance so far that light cannot reach Earth. Descendants' night skies will be black, empty, lonely. Future civilizations might view their galaxy as solitary, other galaxies' traces devoured by void beyond event horizons. Dynamic models warn that if dark energy intensifies, the universe may face a big rip, all structures rent apart. Beyond dark energy, cosmic void nurtures another invisible component, dark matter. Invisible, intangible, non-interacting with light, yet dark matter forms visible structures skeleton. Without vast mass halos encircling galaxies, ordinary matter's gravity could not sustain stable orbits for outer stars, they would long have ejected into space. Particle physics experiments suggest dark matter may comprise weakly interacting massive particles, though undetected. Dark matter links galaxies into immense cosmic webs, like invisible spider silk spanning space, with galaxies glistening like dewdrops at intersections. Again, the visible is merely the iceberg's tip, the universe's true essence resides in lightless dark realms. 2025 research ties dark matter to mirror worlds or multiverse, implying origins in hidden dimensions, while fusion reactors might generate dark matter particles, bridging laboratory physics with cosmic mysteries. Recognizing void and invisible components' roles profoundly shifts humanity's cosmic attitude. We no longer view interstellar black space as waste or creative error but as an active, complex physical milieu. Void is where time and space entwine, where gravity curves light, harboring ultimate secrets of all fates. Per general relativity, void's curvature determines cosmic geometry, open, closed, or flat. Peering to distant futures, the universe's heat death emerges as inevitable destiny. Stars exhaust fuel and extinguish, gas clouds for new stars deplete, the cosmos sinks into eternal darkness. Black holes become the night sky's final denizens, yet they too are not eternal. Hawking radiation theory posits black holes evaporate over billions of years, vanishing into void. 2025 research indicates analog Hawking radiation from stellar remnants significantly shortens cosmic lifespan to about 1078 years. Ultimately, the universe reverts to a vast, cold, uniform void state, entropy maximized, no events occurring. Time, absent change, loses meaning. Yet, amid this fragility and finitude, human life and consciousness shine brighter in value. We are the universe's means of self-recognition, void beholding light's beauty through us. Our existence, a blink in cosmic time, holds deep significance, rebellion against chaos and ignorance. In a vast, merciless universe governed by cold physical laws, the emergence of intelligence, love, and yearning for understanding is a miracle, a small yet steadfast flame in darkness. Philosophical reflections assert this transient spurs us to cherish the present, propelling advances in science and art. Consider probes like Voyager or Pioneer, drifting silently through interstellar void, bearing disks laden with Earth sounds and images, like messages in bottles cast into the sea. We are here, we existed, we gazed at the night sky yearning to touch the stars. Even if humanity vanishes, that modest legacy will journey eternally in void silence, preserving memories of a race on a blue planet in one galactic corner, a race of love, longing, and lofty dreams. Thus, void is not dreadful. It is the immense backdrop highlighting existence's miracle. It teaches humility yet evokes pride. We are not the universe's center, but observers, narrators, and bestowers of meaning upon space's quietude. Each equation solved, poem composed, or warm hand clasped fills void with human warmth, transforming cold nothingness into a shared, warm home. Per humanistic perspectives, this transformation is humanity's unique cosmic contribution. In that time, earliest thinkers began doubting the ground's solidity beneath their feet, vaguely sensing the sky's vast terror, sowing seeds for a painful yet glorious journey of recognition. Humanity's odyssey confronting its fragility. Only later did we realize that faint sensation propelled human intellect beyond biological bounds, touching knowledge realms once divine. Greatness lies not in physical magnitude but in the heart's capacity to encompass and comprehend the universe. Time's flow never ceases. It sweeps away all memories, civilizations, even the proudest stellar lights. Casting our vision beyond spiral galaxies' splendor and twinkling stellar nurseries, the universe's future panorama unfolds with melancholic yet serene beauty. It is a majestic epic, where demise is no clamorous explosion but gradual fading, bowing before thermodynamics' immutable laws. Envision epochs so remote that years or centuries lose meaning, where the universe's last stars consume their scant hydrogen remnants. Renowned red dwarfs, enduring trillions of years, will dim and cool into white dwarfs, ultimately black dwarfs, frigid corpses adrift in eternal darkness. The night sky we know, guiding navigators and poets with constellations, will resemble black velvet, devoid of light, bereft of life signals. Galaxy clusters disperse, galaxies disintegrate, matter to where fundamental particles travel millennia without encounter. In that dark era, black holes sit upon void's throne as final monarchs, devouring from wandering gas clouds to orphan planets, now solitary in the vast cosmos. Yet those voracious behemoths cannot vanquish time. Quantum mechanics' peculiar subtleties foretell their end. Via Hawking radiation, black holes evaporate. At the event horizon, existence and nothingness's frailest boundary, virtual particle pairs ceaselessly form and annihilate. One with negative energy falls inward, the other pilfers black hole mass and escapes. This process, unimaginably slow for humans, gnaws even the largest supermassive black holes over billions of years. The final vanishing moment is resplendent yet solitary, a burst of gamma rays as energy's last cry, then subsidence into eternal quietude. Thus, the universe enters complete degeneration. No structures, no temperature gradients, no energy flows sustaining information processing. It is thermal equilibrium, or heat death, entropy's maximum state. All uniform, flat, cold. Time's arrow, absent change, dissolves. The timescales, heat death may occur in 10,100 years, but new calculations truncate to 1078 years, injecting urgency though infinite for humans. Nevertheless, this absolute end's contemplation serves as the clearest mirror illuminating present value. If the universe is an ignorant desert, our consciousness is a rare, precious oasis. We are not thinking matter but the universe feeling its own existence. Thoughts flashing in your mind, emotional quivers, queries of origins and purpose, each is a miracle reversing nature's chaotic inclination. We are entropy-reversing machines, though transient and local. We gather energy, reorder, build cities, symphonies, scientific theories, comprehending our cradle. Per the second law of thermodynamics, this reversal is temporary, yet it endows life with meaning. Reflect upon Voyager 1 and 2. They have escaped solar wind's influence, entering high-energy cosmic rays chill interstellar realm. Aboard, golden records dispatch messages to possible or long-extinct civilizations, human voices, children's laughter, ocean waves, Mozart's melodies etched in metal grooves. An act of extreme romance and solemnity. We acknowledge our tininess and finitude, yet refuse oblivion. We etch minor scratches on time's surface, asserting that on a blue planet in galactic obscurity existed a race of love, longing, and soaring dreams. Hence, cosmic void is not fearsome but the space endowing existence with significance. If the universe were crowded and noisy, could we hear our inner voices? If light overflowed everywhere, would we cherish stellar beauty? Darkness is the grand backdrop, void the expansive stage for life's drama. Every atom in our bodies originated in deceased stars, colossal nuclear fusion forges exploding billions of years ago, scattering life's seeds across the cosmos. We are stellar dust, but stellar dust that narrates, suffers, and hopes. Humanity's bond with the universe is no imposed will but a deep, sacred kinship. Per elemental origins, all heavy elements forged in supernovae connect us to cosmic history. Confronting all's end yields not despair but gratitude. Gratitude for witnessing this astonishing performance. We inhabit the stellar era, the universe's sole golden period of abundant energy and life's potential germination. In the cosmos's long life, the most radiant blink. Recognizing this era's finitude motivates fuller living, deeper love, fervent knowledge pursuit. We cannot halt cosmic expansion or entropy's rise, but we can fill our brief span with profound meaning, rendering existence a unique artwork. Humanity's knowledge odyssey, from cave wall sketches to interpreting gravitational waves from billion light-year black hole mergers, attests curiosity's power. We reject fate's dictate, refusing mere biological being. With intellect, we touch bounds flesh cannot reach. We behold primordial light, hear the early universe's whispers, forecast time's end. This is humanity's glory, the race staring into the abyss, seeking beauty and order's laws therein. 2025 Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory data on black hole mergers reveal spacetime's ripples, deepening cosmic dynamics understanding. In that time, ancient astronomers first gazed at starry nights with mortal eyes, overwhelmed by darkness's vast serenity, unaware their primal fear heralded humanity's grandest adventure. Our quest amid countless stars positions. Only later did we realize that burning curiosity and transcendence of comprehension's limits guided humanity from naive misconceptions to profound truths. We are no solitary wanderers but children born in stars' embrace, bearing billions of years evolved legacies of matter and energy. Finally, extend profound respect and sincere gratitude to all great spirits mentioned in these explorations. Theoretical physicists calculating the fine structure and cosmological constants, unveiling fine-tuning, astronomers observing night skies, defining Goldilocks zones and planetary placement miracles, philosophers and scientists proposing the anthropic principle and multiverse hypothesis. Striving to unravel cosmic enigmas, geniuses like Albert Einstein redefining spacetime's essence, pioneers like Stephen Hawking foretelling black hole radiation and cosmic end, modern researchers with the James Webb Space Telescope revealing the early universe. And all tracking dark energy and dark matter's secrets. Their lifelong dedications, persistent solitary laboratory endeavors, patient chill-night telescope vigils, efforts illuminating ignorance's darkness with knowledge's light, enable humanity to grasp the universe's fragile yet grand beauty. Their silent contributions leave eternal legacies in societal and intellectual progress. Our gratitude and reverence toward them are as profound as the cosmos. The sole aspiration is for a race knowing its tininess before cosmic vastness, yet still pondering, trembling at beauty, cherishing this rare life, to never lose pride. The intangible and invisible, like interstellar void, bear existence's deepest meaning, reminding us we are not alone, harmonizing with all things eternal breath.